We are live.
We are live.
We are live.
Did I say welcome to the main event?
I'm not too great, bro. You mad?
Oh, man.
Behave before you talk about what I'm talking about, yeah?
You and what we're going to be doing now is, listen, like I said, we're going to go
Jeez.
after the super chat. We're going to be diving into the Joker 2 review. We're going to a non-spoiler review of, do you know what I'm saying? A couple bits we saw. We'll talk about the red carpet event and all of that and go from there. But there'll be no spoilers. And just so everyone knows, Joker 2 comes out on October 4th worldwide. Get me. You lot can check it out there. Get me. Jump in the comments. Let us know. How do you feel about the Joker 1? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Who's your favorite Joker? Where does it rank? What do you expect from number 2? All of those things there. You get me. Boom. Let's get the super chatting.
Shout out to Dominique.
Dominique, what's poppin'?
Dominique says, congratulations on the 200K.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Love, fam. Love, love, love.
Appreciate you. Listen, alright, so went to go watch the Joker 2, directed by Todd Phillips, the same director as the previous movie that came out in 2000. This is saying 19. Was it 19?
Mm-hmm.
What? 5 years ago?
Yeah, because that was just before, was it before during COVID?
So exactly 5 years before the other movie.
It's mad.
Okay. No, I was just double checking it there. Yeah. I was seeing it there. Because, bruv, it seemed off for me, bruv. Because in my mind, it was like, I swear that other one came out like 2 years ago. You get me? Doesn't seem like it's been that long, but actually 2 years ago was the Batman. Do you get me? That's what I'm actually thinking about. Thinking about 2022, the Batman. You get me? But yeah. So in this, Arthur Fleck is now institutionalized at Arkham, awaiting for trial for the crimes in the previous movie. While struggling to deal with his dual identity, he makes a friend and he he learns how to entertain himself furthermore through music. Do you know what I'm saying? In the first movie, you know, he had an interest in music. This one, they take it a bit deeper. It's also starring Lady Gaga, Zazie Beetz, Harry Lorte, no one else that we really... Do you know what? Brendan Gleeson. You get me? Yeah, budget of $200 million. And like I said, in cinema, October 4th, 2024, man. Exactly 5 years after the first one. Get me? What are you, man, saying? In fact, do you know what, yeah, man? What are you, man, saying about the red carpet thing? What's the event like?
Yeah, man. DC always comes through with the red carpets, man. Since man's been getting the invites, they always shell it down. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so much appreciated. You know what? And to add more to that, it feels like we've been in Gotham the last week. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so it just added more to that experience. Man was just in Gotham this whole week, basically.
I know it's been super legit. Do you know what I'm saying? And because we haven't done a review for Penguin yet, because obviously that's out now, that's dropping weekly, and you can watch that with us on patreon.com/thecyberners. And bear in mind, our full reaction to the first Joker movie is also on Patreon. So you can go and watch that before watching the second one, so you're fully in the loop. Then, you know what I'm saying, you've already seen the non-spoiler review, get a spoiler review after. Bruv, you man are locked in right now.
You get me? The Batman movie there as well.
Bruv, all of this, the full Gotham DC universe is over there. I don't talk about all the stuff we've got there. It's all there. It's all there. But yeah, man, I think the red carpet was hard, man. I really liked it, bruv. Like, they always come out at Leicester Square and take over the whole place. But one of the things that I did love was, like, they had so much super legit, like, imagery. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they had nasty posters that I had not seen, like, online or anything of the characters, like, plastered bare high up. I thought that was tough. The way they did the actors coming in and stuff, I thought was calm. We got to hear from the directors. There was multiple screenings going on at the same time. And we got to hear from the director, Todd Phillips, who I feel like gave away the movie to me in what he said. And he didn't drop any spoilers. But, like, the way my mind works, as soon as you tell me one part of a narrative, and he only mentioned, in fact, no, it was you know. Remember, no, he said it later. But when Harvey Dent's in the movie, that's not a spoiler. He's cast. Do you know what I'm saying? So when he popped up, the actor, unleashed a whole bunch of stuff. Do you get what I'm saying? And we went fully into it. But I thought the red carpet was hard. Really like that. Get me? What you said?
Yeah, man. Thank you, WB, for the invite. Red carpet was decent still. Like I said, there's photography, glitz, glam was all there. Just to see like the fans all lining up. And like I said, just the multiple screens there as well. Just seeing it on the super screen. Super nice. So guys, if you want to see this any kind of way.
Shot for IMAX.
Form, you can't do IMAX. Do it in IMAX. You know what I'm saying? So, decent still.
Come on, man. Yeah, so look, listen. Let's just do a quick one, bro. Just a quick one. No one go crazy. No one go crazy. That's why I'm pointing at myself, Joe.
I was looking at it.
That's why I told you.
Oh, okay.
Get me. What are your thoughts, feelings on the movie or whatever, like, get me?
I just love seeing a grounded Gotham. Like, there's something about it that just brings that kind of world to life. So, not only does, again, I don't know how these men do it, but making Gotham feel like alive. The performances from Lady Gaga, Joaquin Phoenix, basically almost the whole cast. I don't feel like anyone kind of fell off in this movie, to be honest. And I feel like the cast bring out the best in Gotham and vice versa. So all the situations they're inside, all the adversity and everything, boom, super legit. Todd Phillips does a fantastic job again. Directing. He's like I said, he's a madman behind the camera. He knows the shots he wants to take, like everything. Super, super legit. And yeah, like the only thing that I feel like is a bit meh, it is probably the whole part of it calling it a musical. Yes, sometimes it does swing it and hit the bat, and sometimes it is a bit of a miss. But I feel like that is also a part of the madness of the movie. That's all I've got to say. That.
Yeah, I got to concur with you on that, and I'll start with that since you brought it up. The first part, I didn't mind it because I felt like it set us up what the music represents in it, which I felt like it's done super legit. I think then as we go through, it just got a bit too much for me. The musical just got a bit too much for me. But apart from that, what I really love about this movie, which is what I love about the previous movies, the previous Joker movie, is the relationships. Obviously, before, it was just like the relationship with Gotham, the people, the environment. Now, it's still the same thing, just in a different settings. Do you know what I'm saying? And there's a particular, I don't know if I can mention this or not because it's a non-spoiler, but it's a trial. There's a part in the trial that is mad with certain people that's from the first movie. That shit tore me up. But yeah, relationships in the Joker, super legit.
Since we're on the musical theme, I am the opposite. I don't love a musical, but what I think that Todd Phillips done with this was make it make sense. Do you know what I'm saying? And he made it make sense in the place with no sense in Arkham. And it's the best place for him to do it. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, the musical element of it, like, to be honest, I feel like I've been warming to musicals more and more recently. You know, when you think about like La La Land and stuff like this, you get me? But I think that it was plugged in correctly. Do you know what I'm saying? For how nuts the scenario is. Then when you're talking about Gotham, like, I think in the first movie, like, we dealt with Gotham. In this movie, we deal with Arkham. Like, we are in Arkham, you man. And it's like, there's never been a depiction of Arkham like this, bro. And I'll say this to anyone. This movie is darker than the first movie. That's why it's a musical. That's why they had to do it a musical. Because I feel like if you remove the musical element from this year, we are in a very deeper, darker place. Because there's certain narratives that get looked over because we go into a musical element. Because we just get to go into the psyche of a crazy person. Yeah? That stops us from actually examining the dark reality of what's happening, even though the dark reality is being presented with us. Bro! And this is what I'm saying. This is all the stuff I'm saying. Todd Phillips was going nuts, bro. So, the directing is crazy from the first second. It's nuts work. The performances, yeah. You see Joaquin Phoenix. And the reason why you said that Todd Phillips pulls the performances out of people, yeah. I think that Joaquin Phoenix really elevated everyone here, yeah? And it's not to take it away from Todd Phillips because Todd Phillips directed the shit out of the film, bro. And you can see that. But when Harvey Lawtap, bruv, they was in front of us talking, yeah? The cast and crew. And he was like, every day on set with Joaquin Phoenix was like a school day. When he said that, I said, I get it. Like, because obviously, and Todd Phillips is throwing praise at Joaquin Phoenix as well and saying he's one of the greatest actors of his time, of his generation, 100% true, without, like, it's not something we got to debate. I'm with it. Do you know what I'm saying? But then I was thinking about what you're saying about everyone else's performance. And then I was thinking, bruv, Lady Gaga goes crazy. Yeah. She goes crazy. And I've been thinking about her since the movie left. But do you know who I wasn't thinking about and who I should have been thinking about? Brendan Gleeson, bruv. This brother is not, he plays a police guard, a prison guard in this movie. He's a demon, bro. He plays I love this guy anyway. But it was and you know what? When I first saw him, because he's one of those guys that you never look at him being cast, but you always enjoy him being there. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So when I saw him, I was like, oh, and it just went nuts and nuts and nuts. Like, Joaquin Phoenix had so many people to play off and play with, and everyone elevates, bro. He doesn't outperform anybody. Yeah. That's how good everyone is.
Exactly.
Think about it. And that's why I say it's him, because
even just the people who aren't cast.
100%. This is what I'm saying. This is the point. Bro, because it's like, if it was just him, he would have just boom at everyone. But he didn't. It's like, everyone's just like, no, he's not getting all of us. It's like they was having a team meeting and said, we've all got to do it. You know what I'm saying? And then they're going on set and then they're just all bruv. It felt beautiful. Bruv, I loved it, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's dark, bro. And the thing is, I seen that. I told you, man, that in Venice, when it got shown in Venice like a month ago, got 11-minute standing ovation, Now, I'm trying to explain to you the difference in the mindset between people at Venice and then the people who are going to be at the premiere. It's very different. But it was like, at the end of the movie, no one wanted to clap because of the end of the movie, I can't give you more than that. But I could not contain myself from clapping. So I start clapping, and a couple people start clapping. I was just like, I just felt relieved because, usually no one claps at the end of it. Bro, we got to premise, no one claps. Remember the movie's 10 out of 10, bro? Or 0. No one's clapping. I'm like, bro, this thing was hot. Like, bro, I'm actually losing my mind in the seat. You're getting me? It was just such a lit movie. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And I think it's going to be very divisive. Well, I think it's going to be as divisive as the first movie. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they deal with a lot of topics, mental health, sexual abuse, domestic violence, murder, broken systems, all of the crud and the prison system, bruv, it's just nuts work, bro. They deal with so many things, it's crazy.
I'm glad they didn't shy away from that, because obviously in the previous movie, there was a lot of divisive, the way people felt about it. So I'm glad over here, especially being in prison, the kind of things that are being spoken about, the jokes that's being thrown about, I'm glad he didn't shy away from it. I'm glad, because usually they'll let the audience response dictate, whatever is studio notes or whatever, but they didn't do that. So that's why I appreciate that.
And do you know what, I'm 50-50 on that, because Todd Phillips is so smart that I think him making a musical is actually that. So he's like, I can get darker, but I've got to get lighter as well. So he makes it a musical. And this is why I said there's not enough. Like, if they took the musical out, this would have been all that, bro. Man, them would have just come out here thinking about murdering themselves, bro. Because it's very dark. So instead of that, he adds this musical element where at any moment where this shit gets too traumatic, we can just leave and go somewhere else. And that's what happens, bro. Because when you're talking about he doesn't shy away, he ratchets it up from the first movie. But there's scenes in this where I'm like, bro, you shied away. Do you know what I'm saying? But the movie that I'm going to let him make and the movie that they're going to is not going to be the same thing. Right. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I understand that they've still got to play within the boundaries of it being a character that stems from a comic book universe. Do you know what I'm saying? And I know because of the topics it deals with, it's not a Logan scenario where it's like, listen, we just want Logan to chop off heads. Do you know what I'm saying? And see the blood. That's one thing you can do. But then there's a level of certain topics and even the stuff that's happening that they let your mind answer. It's still super deep. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm really here, bro. I'm really here for the debate coming out after this thing.
It's funny you saying that, if he was to make the movie, because like
Music.
like the musical side of it, because like I said, that's one of the things that kind of drew me out like a lot of times. But I was thinking about Sweeney Todd, and I really like Sweeney Todd. I think Sweeney Todd might have been the first musical film that I really liked back in the day. Do you know what I'm saying? And I was like, raw, that's got a lot of musical in it, but it never drew me out the way it is. But the way you're breaking it down, I was like, yo, if we remove this, then we might be in Sweeney Todd situation where it's just like, obviously Sweeney Todd is more of a slasher instead of like the stuff they do here. But I think like what you're saying kind of goes with how I was feeling as well. Like,
Do you think Sweeney Todd is a darker movie than this?
I don't think so.
That's what I'm saying. That's why
I don't think so.
that's why it's hard because I think Sweeney Todd is a musical.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is a musical as well, but it doesn't.
Because you know what?
It's not.
Because this is
Like this is a musical first. Do you know what I'm saying? Even though it's a musical, like, do you get what I'm saying? I thought,
in comparison to other musicals, it definitely isn't it?
yeah, and this is the point I'm making. It's like he made it a musical, and it's not an afterthought, but it's almost an extra escape, like that.
Because like I feel like you're saying, it's the psyche of people especially when the office scene.
Yeah, because it's psychological, while Sweeney Todd is not psychological.
This is what I'm saying. Exactly.
Yeah.
His musical is almost a character in the film.
Exactly.
It is a part of the trauma or an escape or a something. And this is what I was saying. It's like, because of all of this, I was liking it more and more because I was like, bro, he didn't just make a musical. Like, if he just made a musical, like right now, we would just get up and start dancing and singing. But instead, it was like, oh no, these lot have gone somewhere. Like, let's just say it got so lit in here. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, then boom, music. It was more like that. It's like the music is more a reaction or it's like, it's got more of a life than singing in the moment to give the moment more life. Do you get what I'm saying? Bruv, there's nuance to the thing anyway. Anyway, bruv, you man, it's a must see. Straight. If we're giving stars, I'm gonna go first and just tell you, man, because it's already outside. 4 stars. I'm giving it 4. And I give it a big fat love heart as well, bro. Because at first I was on the fence a bit. Because I was like, I don't think it's better than the first movie. And do you know what? Yeah, that wasn't my first reaction. My first reaction was, I don't think I can give it a higher rating than the first. Not, I don't think it's better. And then I went back and then I started thinking. I was just like, let this thing wash over you, bro. You watched it yesterday. But then I was like, Lady Gaga's performance as a supporting cast is better than any other supporting cast in that other film. Yeah? Then, by that default, every performance in this movie is either equal or better than the other movie. Yeah? Then I'm like, the musical narrative. Now, when I was watching it, I didn't love it, and I don't feel like I'm really trying not to be a prisoner of the moment. But as I was understanding, okay, maybe the music is a character as well, or a fragment of characters that gets unified, whatever. You got to watch it to really understand. But I'm like, yeah, man, I'm not going to give it less. Do you get what I'm saying? And to be honest, maybe when I watch it again and again, it might end up getting more.
I think it will.
Do you know what I'm saying? But right now, I'm on a 4 and I love it. And to be honest, now that I'm talking about it with you, man, I might even push to a 4.5, bro.
Okay.
I'm
surprised you said the 4.
Since I watched it, I've just been loving the thing, bro. I've just been loving it more and more. And I didn't even have this feeling when I watched the first one. Like, I love the first one. But it was so ambiguous at the end. Do you get what I'm saying? There's not ambiguous word. There's a lot of stuff happening. There's a lot of things happening in this film. A lot. Get me? So I'm on a 4. A solid 4. And I'm potentially going up.
I'm gonna give it a 4, to be honest. Like I said, like just the tie up from the first movie going forward. Like I said, like the actors, actresses, everyone goes hard in this. Just the situation that they're trying to like figure out with Arthur, hence the Joker. Going forward from there, the Arkham, everything about it for me, like, is that top tier. It's just, like I'm saying, the musical part of it, like I'm saying, maybe I was expecting something like La La Land or whatever, didn't get too tough, and it's like, it's exploring a different mindset of how a musical would be with people who are with crazy or whatever. Alright, boom. maybe like I said, maybe I need to watch it again and be like, oh, you know what I mean? But I'll give it a solid 4 to be honest. Like I said, I'll definitely watch this again. I do rate the first movie better though. I do rate the first movie. Better.
What did you rate the first movie? I think you gave it 4 stars.
Is it 4? I think so.
So,
4, 5.
So is it better then? This is what I'm saying. If you give them both 4 stars, are you actually saying it's better? I think you're saying you prefer to watch the first one.
Yes.
And I just want to distinguish the difference.
That's why I would say it's better.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you. Because the thing is, like, I think it's really hard.
No, it
like,
is.
I think it's really, like, obviously we just watched it yesterday. But like a couple weeks, months, whatever, digital, when it's on digital, I think when you revisit it, I think it's going to be hard because the narrative in this one is crazy. It's so nuts, bro. Like, legitly, no pun intended. We're in asylum. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm tapping into a 4. I really like Arthur's growth. Like, you see, there's certain things that happens in the first movie, which I absolutely love. And seeing Arthur moving differently here, they understand that character and how that character goes from unseen world to be seen. And the fact that he's in a trial, I also like that aspect as well, that it becomes a trial. Do you know what I mean? I felt like there's a couple of things they could have done better with the trial in terms of like popular opinions and stuff like that. But I really like Arthur's in the trial, and I like his relationships outside being a clown. But although they're still using him, like they're still treating him as a clown. So I really like that and how people perceive him inside Arkham.
4's all round, ladies and gentlemen. 4's all right. Do you know what? There's one thing that I didn't like, but I don't think it's a spoiler, but I'm not going to talk about it too much. There's the duality situation that they're talking about. Don't like at all. Hate that. Hate it. But yeah, the Joker comes out on the 4th of October. Watch it in IMAX. Big shout out to Warner Brothers. Love for the premiere. Get me.